how has Selena changed your life?
What do you mean? Look at me. She's the best thing that's ever happened in my life. When I wake up.
No idea what she's talking about. Ever.
Celebrity right now. Oh, because he got on the bus. Of course he is.
What do you do when the biggest pop star in the world suddenly jumps on your Hollywood tour bus and starts handing out cookies? No, this isn't a dream, it actually happened. Benson Boone, fresh off his album release and topping every chart imaginable, stopped traffic, literally, when he rolled down the window of his blacked-out SUV, waved at fans, and moments later, walked straight onto the TMZ celebrity tour bus like he bought a ticket. He shook every hand. He sang happy birthday to a random fan. He even brought snacks. But that was just the opening act, because this week, Hollywood was absolutely unhinged. From Beyonce and Jay-Z throwing shade on stage in Paris to rumors of Justin and Hailey Bieber silently falling apart. Edible outfits, billionaire yacht drama, Drake randomly showing up at a country concert, and a surprise Hannah Montana moment that made everyone cry. The stories got louder, the shade got darker, and by the end of the week, it felt like every celebrity had something to prove. And what happened next? Well, it only got wilder. Most celebrities avoid attention like it's the paparazzi. But Benson Boone? He ran straight into it. Picture this. A bunch of tourists cruising through Hollywood on the TMZ celebrity tour, probably hoping to catch a glimpse of someone famous. And then, out of nowhere, a black SUV slows down. The window rolls down, and there he is. Benson Boone, chart-topping, heart-melting, Gen Z megastar. Waving, smiling, and not stopping there. He gets out of the car. Not only does he approach the bus, he steps on it, like it's his ride, and instead of just saying hi or snapping a quick photo, he goes all the way to the back, shaking every single person's hand. One by one. Hi, I'm Benson. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Benson. Nice to meet you. All smiles, all heart. And just when it seems like it couldn't get more surreal, it's someone's birthday, a teenage fan named Jonah, who just so happens to be obsessed with Benson Boone. So what does Benson do? He sings to him, "Happy birthday to you." No big stage, no spotlight, just a superstar singing to a stranger because he felt like it. He even handed out crumble cookies, yes, actual cookies, to everyone on the bus. In an industry full of ego, Benson Boone showed up like a walking reset button. And fans couldn't get enough. The video went viral in minutes, and just like that, the internet had crowned a new favorite celebrity. But while Benson was winning hearts, other stars were breaking them. Beyoncé didn't just shut down Paris, she set it on fire. The final leg of her Cowboy Carter tour was already electric. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expected him to walk out on stage. Jay-Z. For the first time in over 7 years, the power couple performed live together. Crazy in Love. Drunk in Love. Partition. The crowd wasn't just screaming, it was melting. But not everyone was cheering. Because back in the States, fans were furious. No surprise guests in New York, no special moments in LA, not even a cameo. Beyoncé saved everything for Paris, and fans were quick to notice. One comment summed it up perfectly. So, Paris gets Miley and Jay-Z. All we got was traffic and overpriced merch. To make things even spicier, Jay-Z didn't just perform, he rewrote lyrics. On the track he used to do with Kanye, he swapped out the iconic "Meet Ye" line with "Meet Me." Yeah, that's not just a lyric flip, that's a grenade, and while the fans were losing their minds, so were the stans. Blue Ivy waved sweetly to the crowd, but one fan bluntly shouted, "I want Jay-Z, not your daughter." Harsh? Yes. But it shows just how intense the energy was. Beyoncé knew exactly what she was doing. The surprise, the exclusivity, the controversy. All of it was a perfectly executed power move. But while Queen Bee was rewriting concert history overseas, another queen back home was silently sending signals without saying a single word. Justin and Hailey Bieber. Hollywood's golden couple, or at least they were. But fans are starting to notice something strange, and it all began with silence. Justin reposted a viral video, just a short funny clip, the kind that floats around on TikTok, of someone saying, "If you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why." At first glance, harmless, maybe even relatable. But for someone like Justin Bieber, with millions watching his every move, nothing is ever just a post. Because around the same time, Hailey was spotted without her wedding ring. Once, then again, and again. No ring Friday, no ring Saturday. And then, suddenly, the ring reappears on Sunday. Like nothing happened. Fans weren't buying it. Was it a fight? A breakup in slow motion? Or just another day in a complicated marriage? To make things messier, this isn't the first sign of trouble. There've been whispers for months. Therapy sessions, emotional distance, even talks of separation. And Hailey's absence from Justin's recent posts hasn't gone unnoticed. Some speculated the silent treatment post was aimed directly at her, a digital cry for help. Others say it was just Justin being playful. But the ring being off, that felt like a statement. And in Hollywood, a missing ring says more than 1,000 words. Especially when your marriage is under a microscope. Whatever's happening behind the scenes, one thing's clear. The Biebers aren't just dealing with rumors, they're living inside them. And just as the internet was gearing up for a possible split, another celebrity couple made headlines for doing the exact opposite. Hollywood's full of shocking plot twists, but this one, no one saw coming. Anna Camp, star of Pitch Perfect and known for her clean-cut rom-com image, just went public with her new relationship. But it's not the who that's stirring conversation. It's the how, and the age difference. Her new partner, a 24-year-old woman named Jade Whipkey. Anna is 42. Yeah. Almost 2 decades apart. When the news dropped, it didn't take long for the internet to explode. Fans were divided. Some cheered the unexpected love story, others raised eyebrows at the age gap. But it was Anna's own comment that truly lit the match. She posted under a gossip account saying, "I've dated men exactly my age, and Jade is far more mature than any of them." And with that, the debate officially left the chat room and entered the cultural battlefield. Suddenly, everyone had something to say. Was she throwing shade at all her exes? Was this a dig at men in general? Was it just honesty or fuel for another tired "men are immature" narrative? Even Bill Maher weighed in, ranting about how men have become punching bags on TV, turned into bumbling sitcom dads who burn down the house and ruin everything. Quotes started flying. Ryan Gosling once said, "Women are better than men." Harry Styles wore a shirt that said the same. And Twitter? Let's just say, it imploded. Some fans clapped back, saying maturity isn't about gender. Others declared Anna Camp a queen for saying what every woman was thinking. But one thing's for sure, nobody expected this particular relationship to break the internet. Yet somehow, in a week full of Drake rumors, Bieber chaos, and edible lingerie, Anna Camp became the accidental icon of the moment. And speaking of unexpected pairings, wait until you see who showed up on stage at a country concert wearing denim, holding a flask, and not. Some things just don't make sense. Like Drake at a country concert in Houston. No collab, no performance, just Drake, dressed head to toe in denim, holding a flask, casually walking Morgan Wallen onto the stage like it was open mic night at a dive bar. The crowd? lost their minds. Cheers erupted. Phones went up. It was the crossover nobody expected and nobody understood. So what was Drake doing there? That's the question fans still can't answer. Some say it was just friendly support. Others think it's something bigger, maybe even a strategy. Because let's be honest, Drake's been taking L's lately. His brutal rap battle with Kendrick Lamar left him bruised and silent. The internet dragged him through weeks of memes, think pieces, and lyrical takedowns. And now, he's not rapping. He's not singing. He's just showing up at a country concert. One commenter joked, Drake lost the rap war so bad he's moving into country music. Next up, duets with Andrea Bocelli. It's funny until you realize he might be serious. The line between hip-hop and country has blurred before, but this felt like Drake was trying to find shelter in a genre that isn't even looking for him. And fans noticed. One person asked, is this a crossover or a cover-up? But Morgan didn't seem to mind. He's one of the few artists who can weather controversy and still pack stadiums. And with Drake by his side, flask in hand, it felt like they were both saying, we do what we want. But if you thought that pairing was unexpected, wait until you see what Bianca Sensori wore in New York City. Because this outfit didn't just turn heads, it made people question reality. Some celebrities break the internet. Bianca Sensori? She licked it. Out in New York with Kanye West, Bianca was spotted wearing a candy bra and panties. Yes, actual candy. Like edible. Melt in the sun. Stick to your seat sugarware. Fashion? Art? Desperate stunt? That's what the internet tried to figure out. And fast. Social media lit up within minutes. This isn't fashion, it's a snack. Bianca's out here dressing like Halloween candy. I thought Lady Gaga's meat dress was wild. This is next level. It wasn't just the outfit. It was the context. She wasn't on a red carpet. She wasn't at a performance. She was driving Kanye around New York. In candy. Let that sink in. People weren't just confused. They were concerned. Sitting down in a sugar-coated outfit, that's not just uncomfortable, that's sticky. One fan said, the seat of that car needs therapy. And the bigger questions started creeping in. Has Bianca crossed the line from fashion statement to full-on publicity bait? Because we've already seen her wear sheer bodysuits, barely there dresses, and outfits that left nothing to the imagination. But this felt like the moment it became a gimmick. Some defended her, saying she's just expressing herself. Others called it Kanye-core, a performative, chaotic aesthetic driven by shock value and headlines. But one thing's for sure, nobody scrolled past that photo without reacting. And while Bianca was pushing fashion boundaries with candy, another rich couple was stirring up controversy on the opposite end of the spectrum. On a yacht, in the middle of a protest. While some celebrities were causing a stir with sugar and lace, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez were making waves of a very different kind, literally. The billionaire couple was spotted off the coast of Croatia, partying aboard their mega yacht, surrounded by champagne, foam, and luxury. While back in Venice, protests were exploding against over-tourism and environmental destruction. The signs were massive, the outrage even bigger. But Bezos, unbothered, untouched, unavailable. He and Lauren were celebrating her son's birthday with a pre-wedding yacht party, foam machines, open sea, and zero signs of slowing down. It was a floating palace in a week when locals were begging the ultra-wealthy to just stay away. And here's where it gets even messier. Reports claim that many billionaires, not just Bezos, have started avoiding the Mediterranean altogether, not for the weather, not for privacy, but because the optics are bad. Too many protests, too many headlines, too much guilt. So, what's the solution? They're moving their sailing plans to August. Like it's just a scheduling issue. Oh, can't cruise the Med this month? Guess we'll yacht Bora Bora instead. One commenter summed it up. We have to push our $400 million yacht trip back 3 weeks. Prayers up. And the irony? That giant protest banner in Venice? It probably was made from Amazon shipping supplies. This entire moment, the foam party, the outrage, the indifference, felt like a snapshot of the times. The ultra-rich sailing by, everyone else waving warning flags from the shore. But not all the chaos this week was coming from the open seas. Back on land, a group of NBA champions was dealing with their own kind of meltdown, involving champagne corks, a national anthem, and a lot of broken expectations. The Oklahoma City Thunder shocked the NBA world by taking the championship. The city erupted in celebration, but the team itself, not so much. Because these guys were so young, so inexperienced, they didn't even know how to open champagne bottles. Yes, instead of popping corks, they were hitting bottles against tables, biting caps, and eventually giving up to open beers. One player even tried to use his teeth, and failed. The video went viral, turning into a hilarious meme fest. "Champions but can't pop a cork" was the official tagline. And talk about risky confidence, the team had their parade buses painted before the win. If they'd lost, that would have been embarrassing. But hey, lucky charm or not, they pulled it off. At the championship parade, Broadway star Kristen Chenoweth sang the national anthem. Some loved it, calling it heartfelt and powerful. Others, brutal. They compared it to the infamous Fergie anthem moment, saying it was the worst they'd heard in years. The internet was divided, but one thing was clear. The Thunder brought a lot of energy both on and off the court. And while Oklahoma was celebrating youthful victory, a more heartfelt, unexpected moment was about to touch fans in a completely different way. Amid all the celebrity chaos and headline drama, sometimes it's the quiet moments that hit hardest. Abby, from the hit show Love on the Spectrum, recently had a heartfelt airport meeting with none other than Noah Cyrus, yes, Miley's younger sister. Abby, who's on the autism spectrum, was visibly excited. Noah, known for her soulful voice and emotional honesty, greeted Abby warmly, sharing a genuine connection over music and life. They split a pizza and even shared a song, "Cheer Me On From Below," that left everyone listening a little teary-eyed. Abby revealed she grew up loving Hannah Montana and saw her own life reflected in the struggles and joys of the character Miley played. For a few moments, the noise of the celebrity world faded. Two people from very different walks of life connected through music and kindness. It was a reminder that behind every headline, every scandal, every viral moment, there's a human story worth hearing. And as the week wrapped up, filled with surprises, drama, and unexpected friendships, it was clear. In Hollywood, nothing stays quiet for long, but sometimes the quiet moments are the most powerful. From a surprise bus serenade to edible outfits, shady lyrics in Paris, and billionaires dodging protests on the open sea, this week was a reminder of just how fast celebrity stories can spiral. But underneath the headlines, the drama, and the clickbait, there's always something deeper. A pop star trying to stay grounded, a couple sending silent signals the world can't stop decoding, a young woman meeting her hero and reminding us all that fame means nothing without heart. Some celebrities chased attention, some ran from it, and a few, like Benson Boone or Abby, showed us why people still care about these stories in the first place. Because behind every viral moment, there's a human one. So, whether it's Beyoncé stealing Paris, Hailey ditching a ring, or Drake showing up in cowboy country, one thing's for sure. In Hollywood, there's always another twist coming. Stick around, the next story might just be even crazier.